Hello. Hi. So I hope you're going to take me seriously today because I'm wearing my serious glasses. Yeah, so let's get into it. Another thing I wanted to say, I'm not a professional life coach. I'm not giving anybody advice. I'm just ranting on life and what life has given me. I am not perfect. To other people I'm mean, to other people I'm nice. It's a balance. It's a balance. So there's some few topics I really wanted to talk about today, and let's get let's get into it. English. Okay, there might be some background noise because I'm hanging out with some few friends, so they might come in. Uh, yeah. So there's something that I went through yesterday night, and that pushed me to make this video. And I was hanging out with my friends, and we were playing pool. And in the background, there was like a TV there, and it was a DJ who was playing music, and then some like girls behind him. And these girls, I recognized some few are my friends, some few we went to high school with. And for me, I was like, damn, these girls they look good. These guys might be doing great, and I'm just here, like, lazing around. And I felt so bad. Actually, I didn't enjoy it. I didn't enjoy it. Yesterday, I didn't enjoy it as much as I do when I go to play pool. I didn't enjoy it. When I came back home, I kept on thinking, like, why do I feel like this? Why do I feel like I'm not doing enough? Why do I feel like my life is constant? Then I went back. I'm like, oh, it's what I'm seeing. It's the projection of what I saw. Before I went there, everything was good, and then it's just the same way. You take your phone, you're on social media, and then you hear your friend has bought a car, your friend has opened a business, your friend has done blah blah blah, your friend has done blah blah blah. And for you, it might be something that you've been wanting, you've been working hard for, but you've not gotten it yet. So you feel like life is not like life is not fair, life is not rewarding, life is not all these things. And these things are triggered by the things we watch, by the whatever we hear. And that brings me to tell you that most of the thoughts we have, most of the opinions even other people have, even when you're asking someone for advice, that's why I said, me, I'm not giving anybody advice. Those are people's thoughts. Yeah? Those are like if you go and ask for relationship advice, before I continue, my friend was telling me, why don't you do a relationship advice because you kind of look like you get into nice relationships. First of all, my relationships are not that nice. The last partner I had, even at some point, threatened to hit me when, well, not even argue. I don't even remember. That's the thing I can remember, yeah. Um, my current partner woke up at 7 to go and bake me bread. So it's up and down, and I can't advise you because it's my relationship. It's not yours. You just go through it as long as you don't stay when someone is too toxic. There's 8 billion people in the world. Oh my god, you can get anybody. I literally manifested someone. I told this is my real hair, and they believed. So you can guess where that person is from. It's amazing. So let's get back into it. So these thoughts really come from other people. Even the negative thoughts, the restriction, you might be like, oh, you want to start a business, and then you're like, oh no, let me tell you something. There's this friend of mine I was talking to. This guy has a lot of followers. Yeah, you're watching this. You have a lot of followers on Instagram, on YouTube, everywhere. You have good engagement. And I was telling this person, and he wants to do the same thing I'm doing, like podcast. Yeah, podcast, not yeah, podcast. And I was telling him, why don't you do it? Do you know what he said? I need someone to give me a push. knows what I told him. If you go and tell this information to someone who is not spiritually woke, they will be like, Okoshiwa, are you sure? Are you sure you're going to make it? Are you sure it's going to be? Are you sure the negative thoughts will come? There's no right time to start anything. There's no right time. For me, I remember when I was in high school, my best friend used to do videos, and I used to do. I was on a videos. We were talking about boys. That was years, and I never saw myself like doing something like YouTube because I was kind of shy. Even if you check my socials, I don't post a lot. I'll post, then I disappear or delete. Like, I don't know, it's just shyness, you know. But it got to a point where I was like, I'm not doing anything wrong, so I'm not talking about people hating each other, so why should I be shy? And when I did my first video, I was at my BNB, and I was like, let me just talk. Let me just record a video for my future self, where I can show my kids, where I can. And another thing, me and my clients, we used to have lengthy talks. Like, they used to come to my shop. I don't think my shop was a shop. I think that was a rehab center, because my clients, they can tell you the vibe was on. We used to talk about everything, and that was 1 year when I was working there. We used to talk about everything and anything. So I got to learn a lot from people. I got to see that people are really holding themselves back because of what their mom said, what their father said. Someone cannot wear like something that shrink their skin. Why? Because what will people say? Do you know these people will die? Do you know even me, one day I'll die? Doesn't matter what someone says. You just go and do it. Nike told us, just do it. There's this cartoon we watched. It's called Inside Out, and it talks about emotions. And if you can you please just watch it? It's a cartoon. It's an animation. It's not silly. If you sit down and take the context of it, it's very educative. It talks about the inner work, and the star of the inner work was sadness. And sadness is a big part of healing. When you're sad is when you know something is wrong, right? You're like, why am I sad? Like when I went out and I felt sad and I asked myself, why am I sad? Oh, it's because I'm feeling like I'm not creating. Okay, what will I do in order for me to like adapt to my creation? Will I post my outfits online? Will I engage with my customers? Will I do a YouTube video? What will I do? Will I say hi to someone I've not talked to? You know, that's part of growth. That's part of like just suppressing that, not suppressing that sadness. It's just like encountering it. Yeah, English is not my first language, so you understand. These thoughts, they come from the news we watch every day. Someone is dying, someone is doing all these things, and that leads people to not being motivated into doing things, into creating. And people get into depression when they're not creating. And when you're not creating, if I was a bad person, I would start hating on those women and be like, hey, maybe they do this because for me, just because I'm not there yet doesn't mean that I'm not going to get there. I get. And for them to maybe be able to afford certain things, it's because they also worked hard for that thing. So when you sit down and you start thinking about things in this direction, things will become easier. These thoughts make up you. Whenever you're feeling sad, whenever you're feeling lonely, whenever you feel anything, go back to your head and think and ask yourself, what are you thinking in the moment? Because your thoughts emit frequencies and now they come into emotions. Like when you want to attract something, you have to have emotions, okay? You have to feel the emotions in order for you to attract that thing. I will do a video on law of attraction. So it's the same. When you emit, when you have thoughts of jealousy or resentment towards someone, it's like the frequency will come from your brain and then to your body and then emotions, and then now you start spitting anger, and then you're on this person's Instagram. You're so ugly, you're so fat, you're so dark skinned, you're so, if your hair was looking like this, you'd be looking pretty. If you're, and those are your thoughts. Leave that person alone. Those are your thoughts. You go and do that hairstyle on your head. You go do that video. All these things come from our thoughts. If you want to attract money, if you want to attract good things, if you want to attract a relationship, it starts from here. You have to work on here. Ask yourself every single day. I remember I've taken 2 weeks. Every single second of my thought, I registered it down. I almost went crazy. And this week something so terrible happened to me. I don't want to talk about it because it's like speaking into existence. So I wasn't sad, imagine. I was so frustrated, but I wasn't sad. I was like, okay, you can't lose what you don't have. Number one. If you're losing something, that means that thing was never yours. If you're going through something tough, it's only to shape your future. And then another thing, there's nothing like the past, there's nothing like the future. Everything is happening now. The past, for example, 2012, when I was when I was in, I think in school, I won't say which. When I was in school, I used to see myself as a business person. I never liked employment. I never did. I never did like employment. So right now it's kind of the life I'm living right now. It's not up to what I really want, but now it's 2025 is the future. Now I'm living in the future. And when it comes to 2027, now it's the future. If I'll still be there, that will be the future. And looking back from 2027 to now, this is the past. So you understand? So it's better for you to live in the moment. For me, if I'm having fun with my friends, I'm having fun to the fullest. I will talk. I will yap. I will enjoy each and every second with this person. Because that's all that matters. Now is what that matters. What we're doing now, okay, is all that matters. Don't care about other people's thoughts. Those thoughts come from their negative background, how they were raised, what they grew up watching, what they grew up reading, listening to, So that's where the thoughts come from. And if you can get a hold of this book called The Secret, please, just get it and read it. And don't buy it. Don't buy it from town, because some books are not original from town. So if you can get a site where you can read the book, please go and read it. It talks about law of attraction and thoughts and everything that we go through as humans. Please go and read it. And I really want to encourage someone out there who's like not confident, comfortable, who's just tired of everything. Please, you're not tired. Those are your thoughts. Go and sit down. Ask yourself, what are you thinking? What are you thinking about? No, for real, what are you thinking about? Why am I feeling like this? Why am I feeling insufficient? Why every time I see something good is happening to someone, I feel triggered. I feel like, why not me? It's not that you're not putting in the work. Even you manifesting, even you thinking about your success is putting on work, by the way. It's putting in work. Even you networking, trying to talk to people. It's putting work. Now the thing comes when you don't create. And if people could create with anger, everything. Like if you know this painting, it's called Starry Night. I don't know who painted it. I'm thinking of seeing Paulo Coelho, and I think Paulo is a writer. So I don't know. This guy was schizophrenic, right? And he created this beautiful painting when he wasn't even like, when now his schizophrenia hit. And for me, when I'm angry, when I'm crying, when I'm like, oh, that's when I create the best. That's when I come with the best business ideas. That's when I can write a good rapport on anything. When I'm angry, you give me something. When I'm like so sad and I'm like, no, let's do this. That's it. That's when I create the best thing. And for me, I've always wanted to go to the beach. My dream life. I love the beach. I love the ocean. I love water. I love pools. I just love water. I just want to go to the beach with a guitar because I really can sing. I can sing really well. So just go, just play music. Just that's my dream actually. That's my dream. Any beach, just move. I really don't care about other things. Other things will just come. But just making good music. And I love Lana Del Rey. I love The Weeknd because they really talk about everything in like poem form, like poetry. They're I call them poets. Poets. When you listen to some of the lyrics, they are so deep. They are so. They teach about spirituality. They teach about love, and music is a drug actually. Whatever music you listen to, it will go with your frequency because music always emits frequency. I remember when I used to be depressed. That was I was in high school, but I was so deep. In high school, I was so depressed because there were so many girls. Like I went to an all girls high school, and there were so many girls, and you know how girls are. So I used to listen to Billy. Billy makes good music, but I used to constantly listen to music like I don't wanna leave, I wanna die. I was like emo with my sweatpants, with my. I used to hide my figure, and it was because of the music I listened to, and I started listening to nice music, uplifting music, not necessarily gospel. Yeah, I don't even like some gospel music. It's all about crying to God, asking God for help. Like, you go work, stop crying. So I was like, I can create music. I can sing. I can play the guitar really well. So I was like, and I love the ocean. So why won't I just move? Like sometimes I'm like, I just want to run away and leave everything and just go to maybe another country, preferably Italy, and just start over again and just start, a fresh start with everything that I've learned and just make music, sing for people, talk to people, engage with people. I love people. Stop being negative. Go to your head, listen to your thoughts, listen to emotions, okay? Whenever you feel angry, go back and like, what's making me feel angry? Oh, because this and this. Whatever another person does it's the projection of themselves. It's not you. If someone calls you ugly, 100% this person cannot go to the mirror and call themselves beautiful. So you don't have to worry, okay? I've yapped, and I hope you love my yap. I've yapped for 20 minutes. I just hope you grasp something out of what I've talked about. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much. I love my clients. I know they are my biggest supporter. I love them so much, so much. They know. Actually, they know. They know. I wish they could be like people who could vote for best clients, but I don't know. I love my clients.